am so excited to welcome you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with I am so chill to welcome
Mm,
you to this session with Renee and Nushin because this is going to be um, the balm for your soul that you needed. Even if you didn't know you needed, this is the relaxation that I feel. I'm totally expecting to just come out of this both relaxed and energized. So this session is Art of the Soul, Release, Reclaim, and Renew. And we have Nushin and Renee who are going to guide us through the next hour of awesomeness. As Renee said, you'll need paper, pens, and coloring items. So grab those, and I am going to now turn the time over to these lovely ladies.
thank you, Beth.
Thank you.
So Nushin and I welcome you to our session, as Beth just reminded you, Art of the Soul, Release, Reclaim, and Renew. We have some things for you. Oh yes, there we are. Lovely. We have some things for you to do after you have gathered those items. Again, you need a couple sheets of paper, something basic to write with, and then whatever it is you'd like to use for color as well, if you have it. If you don't, you can do without. Color is great. And we also have a couple of things for you to ponder right now, and then we're going to send you into a breakout room to do either a little bit of share of this or just to get to know the people in your breakout room, because after we do an activity with Nushin later, you're going to go back to that same breakout room group. So on one of those sheets of paper, we'd like you to list 5 things you really like in your life, 5 things you really don't like in your life, and things that you want and don't have. Again, 5 of those. So take a little bit of time to ponder that and write your lists, your 5 each. And then shortly we'll send you into breakout rooms to do a little bit of sharing.
Let me know when you want people to be sent out.
Give you about another minute to add to your lists, and then we'll send you off to your breakout rooms. And I think we had someone join us after I gave this explanation. Right now we're doing what's on the screen. You're making a list of 5 for each of these 3 things: things you really like in your life, things you really don't like in your life, and things you want and don't have in your life.
All right, everyone's back. Welcome back.
I think so. Yes, welcome back. Okay, it's time for you to sit comfortably with your feet on the floor. If you can take your shoes off, all the better. Just let your shoulders drop. Take a deep breath through your nose, filling your belly, and exhale fully through your mouth. Take another deep breath through your nose. Fill your belly again. This time, hold it. And when you let go, exhale by pushing it out like a straw through your mouth. One more deep breath through your nose. Again, filling your belly and hold it. Hold it. Now, big sigh of release. And if you haven't already, either lower or close your eyes. It's time to invite the artist within you to come out to play. Yes, you are an artist. Imagine your life as a canvas. What do you see? What can you let go of that will make the canvas of your life more vibrant? More fun? More how you want it to be? You could choose to release an activity, a person, a story, a role. Whatever it ends up being, find now where you feel it in your body. Then give what it is you are releasing a movement, and do that movement now. Now that you have experienced a release of what you don't want, it's time to think about what you have lost or forgotten or not made time for that you wish to reclaim. This could be a hobby, a feeling, an activity, a person. Once you know, give it a color. Any color you choose, even one you invent. Now that you have released and reclaimed, it's time to imagine your renewed life. Where are you? What are you doing? How are you feeling? Choose 3 areas of your life that will be your focus. Once you have that, give this renewed life of yours a word like woohoo or zen or maybe bazinga. Now you have a way to remember how to release with a movement, how to reclaim with a color, how to renew with a word. And when you are ready, take one more deep breath in and out, and please rejoin us. Thank you, Leo. Anyone has any thoughts on the meditation that you want to share in the chat? That would be most welcome.
Okay.
Oh, that's great to
That
hear.
was awesome. Yeah. Renewed already. Wow. Nice.
I don't know, Marcia, where do you live? She's inviting me to her home.
All right. Spain. Close to Hawaii. All right. Should we get started?
I've never been to Spain. Okay,
Oh.
yes, all right.
Yes, let's get started. I have it. So contrary to Renee's voice, my voice is different. And a
Which is
little
what
bit,
makes us such a great team, Nusha.
yes, the opposite. That's exactly what we're talking about today. So we are going to create a personal mandorla. And if you haven't heard of a mandorla before, it's actually a sacred symbol that's created by the intersection of two circles. So it's the space that here that you can see kind of wiggling. That's the mandorla. And in Italian, mandorla means almond, and the space is in almond shape. Mandorla, actually, historically, it has very extensive roots in a lot of different religions, Christianity, Islam, and Buddhism. And in all these, I guess, stories, it's always the two different forces or two opposing forces that come together, and the intersection where they meet is the area that people look into. Carl Jung actually believed that mandorla signified where conscious and unconscious met. And the opposing forces could be matter and spirit, heaven and earth. And for today, what we're actually going to do is we're going to consider mandorla of our present, our current present, and what we would like the future to be, and the intersection of these two. So you have your pen and paper and coloring material. So if you can make sure they're in front of you, and draw a rectangle on one of the pieces of paper. Don't make it small, make it big enough so that you have enough space to work around. And once you draw your rectangle, then go ahead and draw an almond shape in the middle of it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's kind of in the middle, dividing your rectangle into two areas, relatively equal size. And once you do that, then divide the left side and the right side into three areas. These will be the areas that you reclaimed in the meditation a few minutes ago that you're going to work with. So try to make them kind of symmetric. The left part here will be mirrored on the right here. Over here will be mirrored on the right here. I don't know if you guys see the blue dot that's moving, and the third area or section will be mirrored here. on the right. If you can give me, I don't see everyone, but if you can kind of give me an indication that you're good and ready. Yeah, okay, most people I think are ready. It's not too complicated. So now what we're gonna do is the 3 areas that you just thought about, the areas that you wanna bring to focus at this stage. On the left side for area 1, let's say you have, for example, you have relationship, work, and health. So my left side, number 1 here, I will draw or mark what symbolizes the current present, the current state of my relationships. You can do that with symbols, words, whatever you want, drawing, anything that you want with the material that you have in front of you. Draw what it looks like, what your area number 1 looks like in the present. And once you do that, go ahead and think about what you would like that to be in the future, in the unknown future, not tomorrow, but 6 months, a year, 2 years from now. How would you like that to look like? And represent that with marks, words, shapes, colors, anything that you want in area number 1 on the right side. Does that make sense? I hope so. I don't
I see a lot of heads nodding.
Okay, perfect. And then do that. So do that 1 area at a time, present, then unknown future. And then area number 2 or section number 2, what is it currently? What do you want it to be in the future? And go ahead for all 3 areas. At this time, don't do anything in the mandorla or in the middle section. So we have about 12 minutes. I'm going to start playing a music for you to so you can, relax and do that, and just do whatever, show whatever you would like is for you and what it means to you.
So to answer, Yardina, to answer your question, you can use some ideas that you came from your list at the beginning or what you got from the meditation.
Yes.
Nushin, there's a question about repeating the 3 areas.
So the 3 areas are personal to you. So you have, for me, for example, it would be relationship, work, and health. But for you, it's the area that you would like to focus on right now. So whatever that came up, whether something came up for you at the beginning where we listed things you like, you don't like, or whatever came up in the meditation, 3 things that came up for you that you would like to focus on right now.
And if you were part of the SIPSI opening and you heard or part of the session where you were encouraged to draw, so keep that in mind about how much more powerful images and drawing is than just writing the words alone.
I know, I use it in my facilitation all the time. Thank you.
We have about less than a minute to finish up. Just the left and right side. Sorry. So I hope everyone has some forms on the left side and the right side. And now we're going to integrate the two together. And what does that look like to you? You've done some work on what the current situation is in each area, what you would like it to be. How is it going to look like in the near future, now that you know what your long-term unknown future is going to be, or you want it to be? Again, this is what you would like, shapes, whatever you want it to be, color. It all depends on you. And here we're going to do about 5 minutes. Spend 5 minutes on integrating the two, creating your mandorla. Does that make sense?
You have a question of all three topics?
Yes, all integrate, all three topics integrated in the middle. How could they all integrate in the near future? All right. Okay, so if we have our mandalas, and I know I've been a little bit confusing, sorry about that. If we want to get into breakout rooms to share the experience, that would be the time now. So if we can finish up and our awesome wins.
Are there any questions before we send you out to the breakout rooms? Just whatever you're comfortable sharing with your mandalas themselves, or how the experience was for you, or what insights you got from it. Welcome back, everyone. Hope that was great for you. And we have one more short activity to kind of pull this all together for you. For those of you who don't know, I am a certified laughter yoga leader. Yes, that actually exists. There is such a thing as laughter yoga, and I am all about it. So I actually got to attend a conference with the founder of Laughter Yoga, Dr. Madan Kataria. In fact, I got to be the MC for the conference. And one of the things I purchased there was something called the ho ho ha ha grounding dance. And this is what I'm going to play for you now as a way to kind of pull everything that we did together and integrate it into your body.
Are you ready to dance with me?
This is his
Let me
voice.
explain how do we do this. Put your
So
hands
if
in
you
front
can
of
get
your
up,
chest
this
with
is
your
better.
palms facing outwards, and push them twice, saying ho, ho, and then push them downwards twice, saying ha, ha. It's like ho, ho, ha, ha. While you're moving your hands downwards, bend your knees a little bit just to make it like a dance movement. This dance is set to the beautiful drum beats drawn from African and Indian traditional folk music, which makes it dreamlike, and you may feel a trance-like experience. Enjoy this dance. Are you ready? It was great. It's time to relax. Let's take 2 deep breaths. Bend at the waist, hang your arms loose. Take a long deep breath in, inhale. Hold your breath and exhale. One more time. Take a long deep breath in. Hold it and exhale. Wonderful. Great. Are you ready for the next dance? 1, 2, 3, 4.
We have a few people who can't hear the sound well.
Oh, it was great feeling. I'm feeling relaxed this time.
Okay, I am sorry. Some people are telling me not hearing, having problems with the sound. So I apologize for that. I hope you enjoyed that grounding dance, pulling things together for you. And does anyone have anything they'd like to share with the group we've got just a couple minutes left before we finish up here.
I'll just say that I really needed this, so I'm glad we did this. Thank you very much to everyone.
Pleasure. Anybody else? Anything else you'd like to share, either aloud, or if not, you can also do it in the chat.
Renee, Leo is asking, what was the intention of that grounding dance?
One of the things that the grounding dance helps to do is if emotions get pulled up as you're doing activities, and that certainly can happen even in the midst of doing a lot of laughing. It's just a way of helping to pull that back into your body and a way to process that.
Sorry, can you be a little more clear about emotions? Can you give an example of that? Or when this
So
would be
I know
useful?
some folks said that some of the participants here today said that they even cried during the meditation portion. As you were doing the mandorla, some things may have arisen for you that you either didn't expect or didn't anticipate would be coming out. And so again, with physical movement can help you with releasing and processing emotions that arise that sometimes we have a hard time figuring out what exactly to do with. Does that help? Great, thanks.
Renee and Nushin, thank you so much. I loved that last exercise. We talk a lot about unpacking things at conferences like this, and somebody said, we should also probably pack things back up so that you can walk out of the session. So I thought that was fantastic. I have a lot of friends in the laughter yoga community, and one of them is the person who founded Healing Headbands, which is a fantastic nonprofit. They do laughter yoga with children and then have them paint and create these headbands for children who are in chemotherapy. So their headbands are like UV, and it's all created with artwork that was done while you were laughing. So it's like super cool vibe. But Dr. K has one that I got to make, and that's I love that. As you can tell, this was a wonderful session, just like all of them have been, but we're not done yet. In about an hour, we have Escape to Yourself with Kit and Lisa. It's going to be an escape room. It's so cool. It's Anything Can Happen Friday, which is honestly every single day at SIPSI, frankly. And then tonight is the Friday nightcap recap with Shelly, where you can, again, unpack and repack and move things around. And it'll be a great way to discuss and process and share thoughts and notes and tips. Other than that, the ho ho ha ha, if you look at Renee, she's got the CD for the grounding dance. And thank you all for coming and renewing with us. I 100% feel renewed.